We made beer-battered cod and tartar sauce.
Beer-battered fish is a staple of British cuisine and is often associated with fish and chips. During the Industrial Revolution, this type of fried fish became popular due to it being a cheap, filling, and easy-to-eat food source for workers of the time.
To begin the recipe, we started by adding the oil that we would fry our fish in to a large pan and let it rise in temperature. While it was coming to temperature, I started to create the mixture of flour, spices, and other ingredients to coat our fish in before they were fried. I combined flour, cornstarch, baking soda, baking powder, salt, and paprika in a bowl. After that, I set the bowl aside and started to make the tartar sauce that would be served with the fish. I started with some mayonnaise before adding some green onions, diced cornichons, some parsley, and some black pepper. I mixed it thoroughly and I let it rest in the fridge for about an hour. After the tartar sauce, I started to make the batter. I first combined around half a bottle of beer and 1/4 cup of vodka in a bowl. I then combined this with flour that was in a separate bowl. Soon, the oil was at the right temperature to fry the fish in, so we coated the fish in the flour mixture, submerged them in the batter, and carefully lowered them into the hot oil. After stirring and flipping them constantly, the fish soon turned golden brown. I pulled them out of the oil with a spatula and placed them onto a paper towel, dabbing up any extra oil with another paper towel on top. Soon, after some careful plating, our meal of beer-battered cod and tartar sauce was complete.
There were many chemical processes that occurred during our time cooking this meal. These processes were denaturation, coagulation, both steam and chemical leavening, and emulsification. The process of denaturation and coagulation occur as the fish is fried within the oil. The fish's proteins denature, making the fish's texture flaky and crisp, as well as making the outside color of the fish a nice golden brown with varying levels of darkness. The batter will then coagulate and solidify around the fish due to the heat coming from the oil. Steam and chemical leavening occur under the batter. Steam leavening occurs from the liquid within the fish and the batter evaporating around it, creating bubbles inside the batter before it solidifies. The chemical leavening occurs between the acid inside the beer as well as in the baking soda. This is what causes the batter to transform around the fish, creating the fish's crisp outer layer. Lastly, emulsification occurs in the tartar sauce within the mayonnaise with involvement from the pickles, onions, and shallots. The emulsification helps create a mixture that blends texture and flavor and creates its smooth and creamy consistency. These chemical processes are an integral part of the recipe, and without them, the recipe would fall apart completely.
Through careful planning and preparation, as well as the essential chemical processes involved, we were able to successfully cook the beer-battered cod to make a delicious meal. Through this assignment, we learned more about the food that we eat and the processes that occur while cooking.